What's good, y'all? I am making my way through this solidarity challenge, and man, shit, solitude. Making my way through this solitude challenge, and I'm almost done with it. I can actually see the finish line. I got a few more days left. But man, it's been good. And it's so crazy that yesterday I came and I was talking about being able to follow your spirit over your ego. And then last night I feel like I got crazy downloads. And when I say crazy downloads, I mean, damn, I can't even do the video without looking at myself. My little French braid right here in the middle. Look at him. He don't want to act right. I feel like I really look like my people today. Like all hair pulled back off my face. I don't know what that's about, but I appreciate that. Anyway, yeah, when I crazy downloads last night, let me stay on track because I ain't trying to be here all night, and I definitely ain't trying to lose your attention because I'm all over the place. But I guess that's a fucking confessional. Like that's what my day has been like, all over the place, for real. Working and trying to stay working and focused on that while also attending to the things that my spirit has called me to. So about these downloads last night, it's crazy because I've been working on putting things together this entire time to deliver it a specific way. And everything that came to me last night said, you ain't gonna be able to do that the way you had originally thought you was gonna be able to do that. So I need you to wrap your brain around now a new process that you are completely unaware of. You don't even have no clue what it's gonna look like. But you need to get your mind wrapped around that shit because the way you have foreseen it is not how it's gonna come to pass. It's just not. And what's weird about that is I feel like every video, every day leading up to this day had in some way prepared me to receive that. And I give thanks to the source and to my ancestors for using the path of least resistance in order to reach me, okay? Because I needed the stair stepping, the build up of lessons to be able to take the one I had last night. A lot of people know that it's my earnest goal to create a safe space for us to exist that is a village that our children can grow up in and can find empowerment and liberation. It's my earnest goal. Every day I wake up and I dream about that and I do something to help us get closer to that in terms of writing down what's been given to me, getting it out of my head and putting it on paper so that even if I can't bring it all to fruition or I can't see it through, somebody else can pick it up and they can keep it going. Because it's not about me. It's really about collectivity. And anything that I conceive in my mind, I know it's not just mine. It ain't nothing but a guide, a blueprint to being able to create with other people. You know what I'm saying? If I sit down and I put all the shit that I got together, it's bones of a body. But there are other parts of it to make it functional that are still necessary. You know what I'm saying? Systems that need to be in place, things that need to flow, meat that got to be on the bones. You know what I'm saying? I recognize this and I honor that at all times. I also am struggling because I've always been concerned with the collective. And the first thing that became apparent last night is the first collective is your family. Your family. Given and chosen. You can't reach the masses or save them or create space for them. But if you could do it for your people, you can at least write down the blueprint. Write down how you did it. And maybe somebody else who has the same earnest goal as you could take that and could find ways to be able to duplicate it or replicate or figure out how to apply it in a context that serves them. But just wanting everybody to go. Wanting everybody to be saved. Wanting everybody to understand. Wanting everybody to have the same kind of heart. That shit ain't gonna happen. You got to use the organization that you've already established. Work with the people you've already identified. Take the resources you've already got your hands on and get your ass to moving. because time is of the essence and none of us know how much of it that we have. And so recognizing that I've been to more funerals in this past 6 months than I think I've been to in the last 10 years. Legit. Outside of the ones I had to perform. But for people that I know, people that I love, people that are in close proximity to me and my heart, it's been real, man. It's been real. And because none of us know how much time we got, we can't waste what's been given to us. But also doesn't mean, work maniacal or, don't take care of yourself or get what you need in the process. It does, however, mean be intentional. So much so that there is no room for idleness to creep in. There's no space for your harmonic rhythms to be hijacked. That you are not going to go into a space of drifting because you have so much extra time on your hands that you have not delegated a purpose towards. We got to be so obsessed with the purpose that we came here to execute. You feel me? That we don't allow anything else to get in the way. Our focus got to be so red beam, streamlined, on point. We put our time and our energy and our essence into that. And I realized that I'm there, but the way that I was doing it was not going to work. And there's a pivot that has to happen in order for preservation to be on the table. And anybody who know me, when it really come down to talking about business and making shit happen, safety is always number one. I don't know what the fuck folk be doing where we just be doing shit and we don't look at the risks or calculate the risks or the dangers that come along the way and prepare in advance for them. We are at a time right now where it is imminent for us to sit down and calculate where we are and what risks and dangers sit before us, because it's movement that need to happen. But before we begin taking steps, we also need to survey the terrain, analyze what we up against. You feel me? Assess our resources and what we got to use, because I said 3 years ago playtime was over. And when I say playtime, I mean peacetime. And people was like, "Oh, what do you mean peacetime? Ain't finna be no wars, ain't finna be no destruction and no nothing crazy." And I'm like, man, we've had negative peace for a long time. It ain't been real peace, but even that peace is about it's about to dwindle. And it's crazy because I said I needed to have certain things in place by 2021, and I've only got a few of them in place. The problem is I was doing too much shit by myself. Straight up. But what I recognize is it's 2021. And the things that my spirit told me that I needed to be aware of and I needed to be mindful of and I needed to be taken into consideration preparation wise, it's here. And I'm looking at it dead in my face. And then you got to be like, hey, bitch, it took you a long time to trust yourself. But damn it, you have every reason to trust yourself, because everything that your spirit has given you that it has attempted to prepare you, warn you, get you in alignment with something else to prepare you to make sure you straight, it ain't never failed you yet. Contrary to whatever anybody else believes. This little hand right here is a testament. People don't know this. A lot of people don't know the story behind this little hand, but I was in a wreck that really could have claimed my life, and this little hand is the only thing that I lost a little piece of. Most people can't even tell. The fact that I can still make a fist, I can still have full usage. The fact that I could work to restoration in order to be able to see it come back to life for me. The crazy part is that all could have been avoided if I would have listened to my spirit. That whole not listening thing, that whole choosing your ego over your spirit, that whole being too busy to be still, that whole being too emotional to grow yourself. And when I say emotional, I mean submitting to the negative or the lower frequencies that incline us to not handle our shit, to not live intentionally, to not own our power, to not walk in that shit. Like, we are so far beyond that place. I hope we done with that shit. I can only speak for myself. I know I am. But man, I ain't talking to myself. This video is about me and where I'm at. But God, Jesus, help me. We can't keep doing that shit, man. The power that we have is, man, We need everything we got right now. It ain't no room for no soldiers to sit their ass on the sidelines. It ain't no room for leaders to decide that they don't have space and time to walk in that gifts of leading. We so far-fetched in terms of being all over the place, though. Like, we really are sparse